Right now, we make no apologies for it. And Chelsea fans, sorry. Yeah, we would like to be talking about you and that sensational win last night, but at the moment it is Manchester United that dominates proceedings. How come 3-2 up they crack and fall apart and end up losing 4-3, but it's a longer problem? It's been in the mix for a while. What has gone wrong under Erik Ten Hag, and is it time up for him? We had a caller on just a few moments ago, Paul, a Manchester United fan who is nothing short of spectacular. We are giving us a list as to the things that have gone wrong under Ten Hag. I mean, if you didn't hear it, this is just the briefest of brief tastes of what he was about.
Be a big football club if you are still hanging on to that manager. And some of the things that he's done are unbelievable. He's presided over the worst ever defensive record by an English side in a Champions League group history, right? Conceding 15 goals, coming bottom of the group with Galatasaray and Copenhagen. He talks about standards all the time. He talks about standards. He loses 7-0 to Liverpool, 7-0, and he plays the same team in the next game. Loses 6-0 to City. Right? He's conceded 59 shots since Saturday.
And that was just a brief taste of what Paul was about, Dara. I must admit, we sat here just like, oh, crack on then, Paul. Gav is
you
a
need to
Manchester...
I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to get his surname. For me, that was like a Mike Bassett England manager moment when he's getting on the bus and the fan says, hey. And he said, go on then, tell us what you think. And very eloquently, the guy gives him fantastic tactics.
He goes for it.
All the stuff about the team. That's what Paul was like earlier.
Well, Gav's a United season ticket holder. Wow, what a caller that was. I cannot argue with a single point that he has mentioned. There is another one. Morning, Jim. Great show. Paul, Manchester United fan. Best caller I've heard in a very long time. He said what we're all thinking. Phil in Manchester. I'm a City fan. That was nothing short of spectacular. And he was bang on with everything he said. The guy knows his onions. John is a big Manchester United fan. John, do you agree with Paul that really it can't go on under Ten Hag? What's your take on it?
Well, absolutely. Paul was brilliant, wasn't he? And he summed up everything I was going to say this morning, Jim. But Ten Hag just has to go. Paul summed it up. He was brilliant, the best call I've heard in ages, and he summed up exactly what's going wrong. The only thing I'd add to it is exactly what's going on with the training of these players. Because they're not being trained. He needs to be gone now. Darren mentioned it. I agree with you entirely. We get someone else in, I don't care. Maybe bring Roy Keane, someone who understands what Manchester United is. We've got Liverpool this weekend, right? I'm just terrified by what's going on, and he's culpable for so many things. Paul summed it up, so I won't even say all. I want him gone, and I hope that Sir Jim is listening, and he will know this. Unfortunately, you can't reward failure.
Yeah,
and that's what's called. And
that's what you're witnessing.
Yeah, and the other thing that really irritates me, Jim, is the rubbish he always comes out with, the stuff he says after games when we played well or whatever. No, we haven't. No.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.